Any comments from you?
Yes, no, thank you for the time, Councilman Gale. And this is Bushnell Park, by the way, so it'll be Hartford in a couple of months, right?
Excellent.
Yes, I defer to the comments that both department leadership members have shared, and you've known me from my previous hat of sustainability and where I stand on that as well. So.
Well, thank you. Uh, Council members, committee member Rosato, any questions, comments?
No questions or comments. I'm just waiting for your amendment.
Okay. And Councilman Thomas, any comments?
Same as Councilwoman Rosado.
All right. Well, we're all in agreement here tonight. Just to summarize a little bit more, and then I'll make the motion myself to amend it. The city has a complete streets policy, and the complete streets policy provides a lot of aspirational thoughts around how we want to plan for the future anytime any department of the city is touching any particular street. And so that policy asks that when we're going to touch any street, at least is my understanding of the policy, that there be considerations of pedestrian safety, of whether bikes are going to use it, of other ways of greening up or softening or otherwise making the streets not totally auto-centric. So I think the concept was to say, streets are for everything and everybody, not just our automobiles. And so the amendments that were made were just two amendments to this ordinance designed to, again, aspirationally think in the future. Look, if we're messing with our streets in some fashion, is there the ability to bury our overhead utility lines? And along those lines, I think I've noted in the past that in my travels in various places, I've noticed that there are a lot of cities around the world that do indeed have their utilities underground to a much greater degree than we do here. Certainly in Hartford, and really, I think throughout the United States. And in part, that's no doubt due to the fact that our infrastructure is much older, and we are also very spread out. I did take note in preparation for today's committee meeting that when I looked in the universe to see whether anybody was taking action along these lines, it turns out that the state of Florida has recently started a program for actually spending some money to bury utilities. In Florida, they suffer from hurricanes, of course, and when the hurricanes knock out the power, it's a big deal. And so they've started to see some wisdom in perhaps getting infrastructure that's a little bit more hurricane resistant. So I don't know that we're going to be moving forward very quickly with a lot of money to do these things, but at least it puts the concept out there. The other concept that issues that are now being discussed on an almost constant basis, both at the MDC level, with the state, and certainly at the city level. And I know the city just recently entered into an agreement regarding discharge of stormwater with the MDC and I guess it was with the state of Connecticut or with the federal EPA perhaps. But long and the short of it is stormwater is a concern for everyone, and too much stormwater is a big concern, and there might be ways of mitigating it that might include figuring out how to have it drain on the land where it falls. And so again, an aspirational thought. So that's the background of the ordinance. I would make a motion that we send this back. Well, I'll make a motion that we amend the amended ordinance that's in front of us by eliminating in section 31-301 subsection C, subsection 3 little i's. We're going to strike the language at the very end of that statement that says by eliminating overhead utility lines. And so that statement will read that we recognize that Hartford is made up of a dense downtown core surrounded by historically significant neighborhoods. Ensure that these neighborhoods of the city of Hartford remain vibrant and livable through context-appropriate street design and improve the aesthetics, safety, and quality of life for residents and users. The language that follows that will be stricken. And that's the amendment that I would make to
I second
this.
that amendment.
Any discussion about the amendment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, don't have to ask about for opposition or abstentions. Having been amended, I would now move that we send this back to council with a favorable recommendation.
Second the motion.
Is there any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. No opposition, no abstentions. This will go back to council with a favorable recommendation. I note that it's on the agenda for council meeting on Monday. So I don't know if this committee report will make it to the agenda, but conceivably this will get passed on Monday. If not, it'll be the following council meeting. That was the only item that was on our agenda. Are there any other comments anybody wants to make at this time? Any other statements, anything? Hearing none. Very, very quick and productive committee meeting. Thank you all very much for your participation. Have a great evening, everyone. And see you later.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Thank you, Councilman Gale.
Yep, you're welcome, everyone.